In this recipe, I will show you how to make a homemade sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. There are so many delicious barbecue sauces out there. From a thin, sweet and tangy Memphis barbecue sauce to the yellow mustard-based South Carolina barbecue sauce. This sweet and spicy barbecue sauce is the best all-around sauce for any backyard barbecue. Hey everybody, it's Johnny Mac from the Sauce and Gravy channel, and today we're going to dive into a homemade sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. Grab a jalapeno pepper. Now the jalapeno pepper is not too spicy of a pepper, but it just gives it just enough spice so that you can feel it in the sauce. So it's not too overwhelming. We're going to go ahead and we're going to remove the inner white membrane. This is what makes it fiery hot. We don't want fiery hot barbecue sauce for this recipe. It's going to be sweet and spicy, but not too spicy. When working with any sort of pepper, especially a jalapeno pepper or a hot pepper, definitely don't want to touch your eyes, nose, or any body part that you don't want to be burning. So after you've gone and cleaned out all of the white membrane and worked with this jalapeno pepper, you're definitely going to want to wash your hands. We're going to use half of a jalapeno pepper. We want to have a few little chunks in the sauce. We don't want it to be too overwhelming, but we want it to be there. We want you to have a little bit of a taste of it. So I'm going to dice this half of a jalapeno pepper up really finely. Okay everybody, it's time to start crying. It's time to break out the onion, so grab some tissues. We're going to go ahead and we're going to slice 1/2 of an onion. Now here's a pretty good demonstration on how to go ahead and mince the onion. So you're going to cut off the non-root end, so keep the root on the end. And then you're going to start peeling off the skin. So again, keep the end that has the root, that's going to hold everything together. Then you're going to make 2 horizontal cuts. This will help the mincing process so you don't have any big chunks, hopefully. Then you're going to make some vertical cuts. You want these to be roughly the same size as the jalapeno pepper cuts that you had made previously. You don't want them too big, you want them to be nice and small. You want them to be there so you can taste it, but not too overwhelming for the sauce. And of course this little guy wasn't cooperating. He's being definitely a bad boy. He was shedding some large pieces. Come on, get on back out of there. We don't want those guys in the sauce. For this recipe, if you have access to sweet onions, go ahead and use those. Those are the best. Vidalia onions work fantastic. Otherwise, any white onion will do. Okay, now it's time for everybody's favorite prep work activity, peeling garlic. Let's break that bad boy out and get ready for the stickiness. Check this out. Give him a little pop. Take that paring knife and just peel off the skin. That wasn't too bad. So for this recipe, we're just going to use 1 clove of garlic. Go ahead and mince it down. Now a great idea to get out all those wonderful flavors is to kind of smash it down. Try to smash it down a little bit with the paring knife. If you have a bigger knife, it's a little easier, but you can still do it with a small knife. Just smash it down. Take that blade and smash the garlic into the board. It helps release all of those wonderful garlic flavors. Wow, these guys can be fast sometimes. Check it out. Get on back in there. Okay everybody, you can take a deep breath. All the prep work's over. Break out that skillet. Put it on medium heat. Now we're going to go ahead here. We're taking some celery seed and some red pepper flakes. We're going to put them into a mortar and pestle, and we're going to go ahead and smash those guys down. We want them to be nice and thin and release all of their wonderful flavor. Now this recipe uses a lot of simple items that you can find in your pantry. Not too difficult to make. It's quick and easy. Now it's time to oil the pan. Go ahead and grab a little olive oil. Again, this is over medium heat. Throw it on in. Now it's time to saute the onions, the jalapeno, and the garlic. So go ahead and you can throw them all in. You're going to saute this on medium for roughly about 5 minutes. You want the onions and the jalapenos to become translucent and soft. And you don't want to burn them. You definitely don't want to burn the garlic. Okay, so we've sauteed these guys down. They're right where we want them to be, nice and soft and translucent. So time to break out the ketchup. We're going to use 2 cups of ketchup, so get ready. If you're using a squeeze bottle like this, prepare for a workout. Ketchup seems to be the mainstay in a lot of barbecue sauces. It's just the go-to. I guess it brings out that wonderful tomato taste as well as a little bit of sweetness. Now go ahead and incorporate in all the ketchup. Stir it together, mix it in. Grab the brown sugar, throw it on in. Okay, so we have the sweetness from the sugars from the brown sugar. We have the sweetness from the ketchup. Now let's bring a nice delicious fruity sweetness to the sauce. We're going to throw in a little bit of apple juice. This will bring out that wonderful apple flavor. And keep in mind we're on medium heat here still, so we're all bringing it together over our medium heat. Now that we've gotten the sauce, the base of the sauce really started here, it's a good idea to go ahead and add some of those spices in. So we can go ahead and grab the celery seed and the red pepper flakes that we crushed in the mortar and pestle a little bit earlier. It's a good time to go ahead and just throw them on in. Okay, so now to add the last item that brings out the wonderful sweetness of this barbecue sauce, honey. This will bring a wonderful flowery sweetness to this mixture to help round out that wonderful fruity flavor of the apples and the sweet acidity of the ketchup. And of course, whenever you're doing the honey, if you have a squeeze bottle, get ready for the workout. So now we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. This will add a little bit of flavor. It'll help balance out that really sugary taste of the sauce. Now, of course, the addition of salt and its good friend pepper to the mixture. Now it's time to add a little bit of acidity to the mixture. We're going to add some apple cider vinegar. This will bring about and accentuate that lovely apple flavor. Plus the acidity of the vinegar. It'll help cut those fats that are in any of those wonderful meats that you're going to be grilling out on your grill in your backyard this summer. So now you're going to reduce this mixture on low for roughly about 25 minutes to kind of thicken it up a tiny bit. Now from watching this video, you probably pretty much understand that it has a wonderful sweet flavor from the brown sugar and the apple juice, which is accented by that wonderful zing of the jalapeno peppers and the crushed red pepper. Now this recipe, it's not too spicy, so if you want to kick it up a notch with the spices, you can add any of your favorite hot sauces, or you could add more jalapenos or more red pepper flakes. Now you shouldn't have to go out and buy a barbecue sauce anymore. This barbecue sauce is pretty simple, easy to make, and it's more or less used with any sort of items that you can find in your kitchen or your pantry. Okay, so we've reduced this bad boy down, and check it out, y'all. With this homemade easy barbecue sauce recipe, you could dazzle your family and your friends this summer with the best backyard barbecue sauce around. Hey, well thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Do feel free to leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Please help support the channel by subscribing, and you know what? I'll see you all next time.